man, like mid hike, like, oh, I got to do like 39 more mountains after this. This is going to be brutal. Just take one at a time and you'll get there.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. Well, we've been talking for over 2 hours, so I think that's about a good place to wrap things up here.
hmm
But let's real quick, I like to ask everybody these questions, so just rocket fire answers. Um, what are things you keep in your backpack that are must-haves for you? Anything special or unique?
I like to keep, uh, like patches of mountains that are some of my favorites. Like,
Okay.
um, I got a really strong connection with Algonquin. So I got an Algonquin patch with me, and that was like I felt really good that day. So I figured like maybe that'll give me some good juju to give me good energy.
Sure.
Whiteface, like I met Sarah and James on there, and that was a really great day too with great people. They're like two of my best friends now. I keep that in mind. And Giant, doing that with my girlfriend, her sister, and her boyfriend as the first high peak, and just good positive reminder. Like when I go and get some food, I have those three in there as like a
Mm-hmm.
reminder.
Cool.
Like, yeah,
I like
like
that.
you can be alone out there, but like you're not always going to be alone. Like there's still people like rooting you on and everything.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, for you in particular, you drove over 8,000 miles and a dozen times in one single year to
hmm
accomplish this journey. So in your mind now, what do you think makes the Adirondacks a unique place?
Man, that's tough. And you see that like on the hiking pages. Like I've seen multiple people post about it. Like I think I saw one couple say like they came up from Florida to hike, and like this woman's typing out like, does anybody else get this like feeling from the Adirondacks, like that they just want to live there? I'm like, yeah, like there's something magical about the Adirondacks that is like unlike any other place. It's just I don't even know. Like I can't put it into words. It's like
And I think
I don't.
anybody listening that does know probably would agree with you and feel the same way that there's something about it. There's some sort of vibe that it's hard to put into words, but everyone kind of feels the same way and knows what you're talking about.
hmm
And my final
Yeah.
question, why do you hike? What was the reason?
Um, I hike to just kind of just really disconnect from your regular day life. I think human beings should really like do that, disconnect from your regular life and really connect with nature. And I love just everything about hiking, and it's become like a real like to see what I'm really capable of, as well as like connecting with nature and everything like that. So like since all this has started, I've added so much to my list of things that I want to do, and it's just never ending. You'll never have a finish line with hiking.
Terrific. Now, if
Yeah.
fellow Western New Yorkers or other people want to contact you, ask you questions, and talk, where can they find you?
My Facebook page is John LaFarnara, and I always forget my. Hold on, let me see my Instagram tag. John JOHN underscore LAF is in Frank, and then just number three. And that's not just Western New Yorkers. If anybody wants to do anything, if I have the day off, if you find me, like, please feel free to message me. Like, I will, if I have the day off, I will go and hike anything with you. Like, I think nobody should hike Allen alone unless they want to. Like San Antonio's, any hike you fear that you do not want to do alone, I'll be more than happy to go with you. And if you're finishing your 46'er, if you want somebody to go with you too, I would love to be there too. That's a special moment. And yes, yeah, I would love to do any mountain with anybody, anytime.
All right, I love it. And it is a very special moment, but I think that's a great place to wrap up this episode. For many of you aspiring 46ers listening, here's a prime example of a way to make it happen in a year's time, which basically involves setting a plan and going for it. And despite all the punches that you're going to receive, just moving forward little by little, just like John did. There's obviously no rush to hike the high peaks, but here's a way that you can make it happen based on John's story of just deciding to do it. And despite things not always going well, just continuing to push forward little by little. I do think there's something to be said of setting a goal in anything in life and not resting until the goal is finished. Maybe that's just how I operate as a person. I've really enjoyed hearing John's story because that's how I operate. That's how I do things, and I've found that it's the way to get things accomplished. Thanks to John for coming on the show, sharing his journey. It was fascinating. Thanks to all of you for listening to the Summit Session. It's a little long, but we appreciate it. Here on the 46 of 46 podcast, keep checking back every Friday for new mountains, new stories, new guests, and new episodes. Remember to always leave no trace, do the rock walk, and if you carry it in, carry it out. Everything, every time, banana peels and all. See you on the trails, folks. Pure ADK is an online community and lifestyle brand that creates Adirondack-inspired apparel and goods. They're all about sharing their adventures and creating quality products that are a reflection of the outdoor lifestyle and activities we love in the Adirondack Mountains. Whether born and raised an Adirondack native or a frequent vacationer, we all have a common bond, those feelings and memories that the Adirondacks evoke in us. As a bonus for listeners of the podcast, they're providing a 15% off discount. When shopping in their online store, use the promo code 46podcast to redeem the offer. PureAdirondacks.com. Check it out. 46 Podcast. Pure ADK. Exploration Unbound.